there were at least 6 different predator types, or you can say races or subspecies in the movie Predator Killer of Killers, and one that is maybe a gigantic beast that is somehow related to their species, just like how the predator dogs were in that rage bait movie called The Predator. Okay, let's go on through one by one and compare them to the classic OG Grenel Hunter. Let's begin. So for reference, we first take a look at the classic OG Predator. Standing tall at 7 feet 8 inches or 2.34 meters, the Grenel Hunter is your classic Yaoja, the one who gave Arnold Schwarzenegger a rough day in 1987. He is muscular, agile and terrifying. He's built like if a linebacker and a gymnast had a baby, and that baby has both the traits of the linebacker and a gymnast, and also with hazel eyes, black dreadlocks, and a face that looks like an angry crab in a blender. His skin is pale greenish brown in coloration, mostly smooth but with some bumpy, scaled areas. His unique touch though is hair-like spines and quills along his torso, a design feature not seen really on many of his species, kinda like chest hair but sharp to the touch and not really made for hugging. This guy is the gold standard, the benchmark that all others get measured against. Everything that follows is basically some other project trying to outdo him.
You one ugly motherfucker.
Now let's go on to Predator Killer of Killers, and we begin here with the Grenel Hunter, or the Viking Predator, who makes the Grenel Hunter look like his younger scrawnier cousin who skipped leg day. So standing between 9 and 10 feet or 2.7 and 3 meters tall, this Predator is massive and freakishly bulky, kinda like the Hulk, and the kind of size that suggests he has his own gravity well. His skin is charcoal grayish and a bit greenish in coloration. It is rough and scaly like someone shaved a dragon and gave it abs. He's got a large head crest and smooth dreadlocks, plus the classic 4 mandibles, but everything is dialed up to 11. This guy likely suffers from Yaoja gigantism, which sounds kinda made up, but if you think about it, animals in the animal kingdom often have this kinda disorder. And the tallest human ever, Robert Wadlow, also has gigantism, and he measures almost 9 feet tall. So the Grenel Hunter might technically be from the Grenel Hunter's family tree, but from a branch that has gigantism or was fertilized with too much testosterone. The next predator is the Ninja Hunter. So slinking at around 7.5 feet, the Ninja Hunter is sleek, stylish and ready to stab. Brownish skin with tiger-like stripes, with smooth texture and a lean agile body that screams parkour assassin. His elongated head crest is full of quills, and he's rocking a smooth set of black dreadlocks. But unlike others, he has only 2 lower mandibles, which are naturally grown that way, not battle damage. It's not like he lost his upper mandibles, it's just like that. And those mandibles were extra long. His chin and cheekbones also have spikes and quills. He's a silent killer type, more ninja, less brawler, but when it comes to it, he could fight equally as hard. Compared to the Grenel Hunter, the ninja or assassin predator is leaner, but has a similar body frame with the quills. However, the lack of upper set of mandibles likely sets him apart as a new type or a subspecies. The third one is the Pilot Predator. Nobody knows exactly how tall the Pilot Predator is, but he seems average, so not too tall, not too short. Probably not insecure about it. His skin is pale green, smooth but covered in spiky protrusions, not like the quills seen in the Grenel Hunter and also the Assassin, but full-on massive spikes that look like dinosaur teeth growing out of the skin. The big standout? No dreadlocks, as he might have shaved them off artificially, probably not willingly, to interface with his spaceship, making him the first predator to actually appear bald, which is actually the only diversity representation we should fight for, baldness DEI. His head crest is average, his build is balanced, and he has 4 standard mandibles cause some traditions are sacred, and due to the large spikes that are not quills, he might really be another subspecies, or at the very least a mutation. The fourth here are the Guardsmen Predators or the Royal Guard. These guys are about 8 feet tall, a little bit taller than your average Yaoja, and definitely not ones to hug. They have brown skin, rough and bumpy with long black dreadlocks, and some have smoother skin but all share a rugged feral look. Their head crests aren't really seen clearly, and because they never take off their helmets, and they seem to lack those long lower mandibles, which makes them visually different from the Ninja Predator even though they share the same coloration. You've also got abdominal ridges similar to the feral predator from Prey, and maybe some of them are specimens of the feral type. Each one of them looks like they're just waiting for a fight, but they're really disciplined and honorable, at least, in front of their leader. Then next we have the Disgraceful Predator, the one that was executed. So standing 7.5 feet tall, or at least shorter than the royal guards, the disgraced predator looks eerily like the Grenel Hunter, and was probably one of them, or at least their cousin. He was pale greenish in coloration. He has those black dreadlocks with ring braids, the ones that were seen also in the Grenel Hunter and the City Hunter and Greyback, which is kind of like a dead giveaway that he belongs to their type or subspecies. And he has those 4 standard mandibles, but his smoother skin, and lacks the quills. He has a lean muscular frame which makes him look almost the same as the Grenel Hunter, but the head crest has many bulgy segmentations and ridges which points him to be more related to the City Hunter and Wolf. He could be a bad blood, which is considered a criminal amongst his kind for breaking the honor code, or maybe he was just a victim of faction rivalry, because there's a theory that the Grenel Hunter or the Grenel Hunter King here in the movie is the leader of a faction that is fighting another faction in the Predator homeworld. Either way, he is being executed in an arena like a Predator version of a judgment call before a gladiatorial fight in ancient Rome. Then we also have the Grenel King, the potential Predator King. So meet here the Grenel King, the closest thing to a Yautja monarch in fishnets and bones. At 10 to 11 feet tall, with a build like a brick wall that also knows Kung Fu, he's bulky yet somehow fast, a terrifying combo like a tank that can sprint on nitro. His skin is smooth and scaly at parts and brownish in coloration, and his head crest is massive. Even though it's not really seen, we can judge by the size of the helmet. He has 4 mandibles just like the Grenel Hunter and the rest. His eyes are the classic Predator but red in coloration and looks pure monster royalty. His armor or attire is made from what we can guess to be xenomorph bones, including a ribcage of a queen and tails of the drones, because nothing says king like wearing your enemy's skeleton as a cape. He's essentially the Grenel Hunter dialed to maximum, possibly the same subspecies but even more extreme. But whether he is the actual king of the Predators, a usurper to the throne, or a ruler of a rival faction is discussed in a previous video, so you can check that out. Anyway, that's the Grenel King, one of the biggest and the most powerful predator to ever exist or to ever be seen in movies. And then as a bonus we have here number 7, the Predator Beast. So this one is like if a Yautja made a pet and forgot to stop growing it. Okay, now I know this isn't a Yautja, but due to its appearance and being a creature presumably from their homeworld, it's likely an offshoot species related to them in a way. Probably, maybe like the Predator dog. This thing is 15 to 20 feet tall, it is quadrupedal, which is just fancy words for four-legged, and with massive forearms that are longer than its digitigrade hind legs. It has 2 giant scythe-like tusks in front, a huge armored head crest, and the weirdest part is eyes on the front and a mouth at the back of its head, which opens vertically to the top, to the sky. It reveals rows of spiky teeth, and its big mouth can even swallow a predator whole. Its skin is brown and pale, yellow, scaly and tough, like dinosaur leather. A full-on biological weapon designed to kill everything and looks terrifying while doing it. But it is also slow and cumbersome to move. Anyway, those are all the predator types in Killer of Killers. Now if you like this video, then watch this other one too, the one in the end screen. And do check out our channel as well, we might just have things you haven't seen before. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, fam.